everyone, this is Dr. Ibrahim. Hope you are doing okay. So this is our second video in IMT. So my first video was in Arabic, so I've been asked by many people to do videos in English because of there is a lot of non-Arabic speaker on the group, so it would be easy for both Arabic and non-Arabic speakers to understand the video. So IMT, internal medicine training. As I mentioned in the application, in the first video, you will need to apply first, and after that you will be shortlisted for interview, and after that you will do the interview, and after that you will be ranked. You will get a rank to choose which program you might need to join. Okay. But before applying, before starting the application, you will need to sign your competences as like the foundation year. Okay, you don't need to be working in the UK to get your Crest form signed. You can sign your Crest form from one of the consultants from overseas, wherever you worked with him. It is completely acceptable in the UK if you are new to the UK. But if you started already to work in the UK and like for 6 months or like maybe 1 year, so it's better to get it signed from one of the consultants. And even when you start your service job, try to ask your consultant, because some consultant might be difficult and might be tough and might ask you to collect the competences to get your Crest form signed. Okay, so whenever you start a service job in any place, just ask your educational supervisor or your clinical supervisor, and at the beginning of your post, will you be able to sign my Crest form after this time period? Because I'm planning to apply for training for IMT, for any sort of training for GB, and I will need my Crest form to be signed. Okay, because as I said, they might ask you for evidence for everything. And if you meet one of those consultants that will ask you for evidence for everything, because I mean, the Crest form is if you work with a consultant for like a couple of months, he will see you doing everything in the Crest form, taking blood cultures, putting cannulas, speaking to the patient. It's just simple stuff, okay? Uh, but yeah, you might meet one of those consultants who will ask you for evidence. So make it clear from the first start. Okay. Um, in your country, wherever you're from, try to sort some stuff out before coming to the UK, especially the easy stuff. Okay. As I mentioned, you can do audits. Okay, and get it signed from the place where you work. You can do teaching. It's very easy. You can do some courses. You can do this TOT, training of trainer, or teaching of teachers. It will give you marks in the in your application. Okay, um, and also try to highlight lots of stuff in your CV, like if you've been awarded anything during your career. Um, so it is very easy to highlight this stuff. It is just the way you will write it down. Okay. If you participated in any publication or any book, or if you wrote down like a chapter in one of the book, okay. So all this stuff will give you high marks. And if you got the enough time, try to work on that back home. Okay. You don't need to do a master. You don't need to. I mean, I've seen a lot of people being getting IMT job or a training job without having a master degree, or even without having a research. Okay, I would say most of people who will apply for the IMT, because IMT is, I would say it is junior job. So most of people will apply will be juniors, so they might not have a master degree or research maybe. So don't complicate things. Make things easy for yourself. Okay. And after that, start to prepare. Start to write down the application. Try to watch the grammar, the application. Try to watch the way you write down the application because you will mark you for that. Okay. Try to ask one of the people who work in the UK already or who got IMT training or got some sort of training how they wrote their application. And yeah, it's very, very important. Okay. Write it in the way they will understand it. The years of experience you have, try to highlight it in the way the UK doctor will understand it. Okay. And after that, it will come to the if you've been shortlisted for interview, it will come to the interview point. There is a very nice book. I will share the link with you. It is for juniors interviews. It is for SHO interview and for XR interview. It's a very important book, and it's a very nice one. So I will share. I don't exactly remember the name of the book, but I know it. I have a copy of it on my PC. So I will share this with you. Read through this book. This is the most important interview in your life. Okay, it's very. All interviews are important, but this interview is very, very important and very crucial. And um, try to ask people like from the previous year about the question because they will bring the same question, the same stories, the same ethical situation. Okay. Try to understand the how the hospital work. Okay. There is important question. He might ask you to talk about yourself, 2 minute presentation, and yeah, and this is the point where a lot of people will mess up everything and will give a lot of unnecessary details. It is only 2 point, and the consultant, both of them, the panel, will need to see that you are committed to medicine and you are, yeah, really planning to do, for example, IMT. So you have to highlight those points from your CV or from your portfolio. Okay, it's only in 2 minutes, and believe me, 2 minutes is not enough to give all the details. So just quick highlight: medical school, after medical school, achievement. As I mentioned, commitment to the specialty. I mean, if you have done surgery and you will apply for medicine, so there is no commitment to specialty. So yeah, I have done like 2 years of surgery, but I have done 2 weeks of medicine. I would talk about those 2 weeks only, and I wouldn't highlight about the 2 years of surgery. Or if I will highlight about the 2 years of surgery, I would make it in the way that I will convince them because I've done some surgery and I have seen the surgical lifestyle, for example. That's why I'm very keen to do medicine now. And I mean, this is the way. You have to show your commitment to internal medicine. You have to show your commitment to GB. You have to show your commitment to surgery. Okay? This is very important. And if you have done your exam, if you have done any exam, it's very important. The MRCP exam, the royal exam for any training is very, very important. Okay? If you have the time before applying, do at least one part. Yeah, I know in the application you will not be scored for it, but believe me, they will score you in the interview for it. They wouldn't mention, but it will show your commitment to the specialty. Yeah, it is a very clear one. Why? Because, for example, I've done MRCB. So MRCB means I'm willing to do medicine. I'm willing to do the training. That's why I've done the exam already. It's very clear evidence that I'm very committed to the specialty. And anyway, you will have to do the whole MRCB during your 3 years of IMT training before being a registrar. I mean, um, um, when you will be promoted as a registrar, you will have to do the whole MRCB. So it's better actually if you got some time. If you are waiting for the job, do the MRCB, even if you have done the blab. It's very, very important, and it will save you a lot of time when you start to work because it's very busy actually. I'm doing this video while I'm on call. Okay, so even if you are if you go to like sometime do the first part and second part, and this will help you in your interview. Okay. We'll make more videos, and if you got any question, just send it to me and I will make a video about it. Bye.